About 15, 16 years ago, I started running. And I've come to decide that running is my hobby. A little over 20 years ago, in fact, 23 years ago, this September 30th, I got married. And although I didn't realize at the time, I married an Italian girl. And so I spend a lot of time in Italy. In fact, on many of our vacations, we visit Anna's parents in Romans di Zanzo, which is in Friuli. And I go running, and it's really hard to describe. It's a very rural area, and it's beautiful. And I took my iPhone along with me today, and I recorded some of the scenery. And so first town I ran through was Versa, and this is a road between Versa and Medea. That sign there is telling you, welcome to Medea. And what I realized this time is I can take a little detour here. I go down this road. It looks nice and paved when you take it. And this is where I'll be going. I'm on about mile 2 now. But after you go just a little ways down this road, the paved part ends. And you're on this dirt agricultural road that's in between some houses and some fields. And the road goes on for a little while, and then you wound up in a town. And then you get on another dirt road here. This sort of takes you around the town. This is one of my favorite parts of this run. I don't know why the movie went to slow-mo, but it did. You can tell I'm a rank amateur. But anyway, I'm running through a sunflower field. Pretty surreal. Now you're seeing a cemetery, and this is a park in the town. And I think there's a church. I saw it a minute ago too. You see several churches. I missed the church in Versa. It's 2 churches so far. We're leaving town here, and I'm not quite sure the name of this town. It's Chopin's. It's hard to say. Anyway, here is the county line. It's between the Udine County and the Gorizia County. These are essentially counties in Italy. And then here's a sign, get them in slow motion. Here's a river that I crossed earlier going into Versa. So I made a big loop around the river. It's not much of a river right now in the middle of summer. And then what I had done up until this year, there's another church, is I'd run through Medea and then went back home to Romans. But I found there's this... it's a monument, an anti-war monument, and I went there, and I found this little road behind it. So here's a dirt road behind a hill in the middle of Friuli, running down the dirt road from Medea, and then I get to a town called Borgono, and then I'm going to travel those roads. So here I am in Borgono. There's another church. There's a couple of houses we go through, and it's a very beautiful area. You can tell there's a lot of bike riders and buses, cars. There's a hill that I ran behind. And then running into another town here. We'll look over and see a bridge here. It's sort of an interesting bridge. I like this town. The houses are multicolored. There's another church. I like the purple house there. There's an ice cream place we go to. A couple more bike riders. Everything happens at the purple building. And I think you'll see a post office here in a minute. Yeah, there it is. So now I'm taking the road to Frata. This is take a right turn, and mile 9 is where Frata is. It's a small little village outside of Romans di Zanzo where Anna's parents live. Here we are, Frata. There's a bell tower. That's church number 5. I count that as church. And then make a left turn, and I'm headed back to Romans. And now I'm in Romans, coming here and going down sort of the main drag. There's a pizza place right there. And coming to the end of that street, you turn a corner, and up there's a church in Romans. And the coffee shop, a big thing on Sunday mornings. another bike rider, a couple of cars. And at the middle of town, and not too far from there, is a lamp shop. And then here's where I started, via Laverette, and walking home now. And I get the greeting committee of the dogs. This guy doesn't like me too much, but this guy does. Yeah, so he lets me pet him. Anyway, that's Roman's DeSanzo running. I hope you enjoyed it. I think I did about 10 3/4 miles in about an hour and 45 minutes. Probably a little faster than I should be running, but anyway, that's it.